Hi guys, my name's Graham Stefan. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with my guest Lucky Lopez, and today we're building some kind of crazy monster truck.
Well, as far as that goes, this is Andre Jick, an amazing magician as well as a financial YouTuber, and he's going to give me advice on whether this is a complete financial fiasco. I got about maybe $180,000 into this thing, and my goal is to spend no more than about $230,000.
I mean, that's a lot of money, but what's the real 6x6 for it?
The real ones, if you could find them, are anywhere between 1.5 and 1.7 million.
What about a replica one?
The replicas, I've seen really crappy ones sell for about 500K, and I've seen one nice one sell for about 700,000. But it wasn't like mine where I have a real Mercedes-Benz third axle, and my actual bed is metal. It's not fiberglass. So I think mine's a little bit nicer.
Assuming you can find a buyer, that sounds like you've got $300,000 in equity.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully I'm not that much of an idiot building this crazy stuff. But as far as that goes, what would you do if this was your car? Like, what color would you do? Interior? What are some of your opinions? Because I'd love to see. I'm going to kind of ask everybody and see what their thoughts are on the build.
First thing I would do is I'd build my friend one. The second thing I would do is pick the Nardo Gray.
Yeah, I love the Nardo Gray. A lot of people are telling me about it. I think we're still going to stick with the Panda White. I'm not sure, but definitely with the red leather interior.
That would be cool. I like it, man. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to drive it.
So I know that I'm super excited for your magic trick here in a little bit. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start chopping, and we'll see you guys here in a minute. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we need you to whack that piece right there that you just cut, so this way it comes off the body.
Top or side?
Side.
Right here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to fall off, or?
Yeah, hit it just a little bit harder.
What is this supposed to do?
Well, it's supposed to put off, but we actually didn't cut the bottom part, so it's just gonna sit there now. I just want to see you whack it with a hammer.
Okay. Ah!
All right, let me show you guys how far we got so far. We have the body up all the way. What we're gonna do now is start cutting the underneath so we can drop the last half of the clip so we can get this prepped for the body to start basically getting phased in with that. But we can't do that until we finish the frame. So what we're doing is we have the frame right here. We took off the rear diff. We have it right here. So what we're gonna do now is we have to take apart every single little thing and sand it and repaint it. There's nothing worse than doing a half-ass build. When I've seen a few of these ones, they're all lifted. They got brand new paint on the actual body. But if you look underneath, this is all faded, rusty. And this is a 2017 with 8,000 miles or 26,000 miles. Look at this. It's already got rust and some other stuff on it. And oh yeah, let me show you the springs too. So this just shows you, even though this is a Mercedes, this is high quality, they still, for some reason, tend to rust. So now what we're gonna do is, like I said, this whole frame, we're gonna take apart, clean it. All we gotta do left now, the transfer case, we have the motor, transmission, there's only 2 bolts holding it in, we're gonna pop that out. And then we're gonna be doing the front diff as well. And once again, all these little parts you see, we're actually gonna be taking every single thing apart, cleaning it and painting it all over again with quality paint too, not the cheap stuff. And so after we get all this stuff off, we're going to go ahead and do our first chopping of the frame, which is right here. Once we cut this, we're going to go ahead, pressure wash it, get it all clean. And then we're going to go ahead and bring it over to our actual jig to start getting it lined up for welding. This will be our next video where we're actually going to do the welding. We're going to have my friend Nick, very talented welder. He's going to help us because I thought about it. I haven't welded in a while. And to do this type of structural integrity, I don't want to have it cracked. I want to have it braced and gusseted correctly so this way we don't have any issues. So I'm gonna have him help me with that. Once we get that done, we're either gonna powder coat this or do chassis lining. So I'm not sure just yet. We're gonna see how it all flows. But this is some of the fun stuff we got planned for next week's video. So it's been a crazy week. We made a lot of progress with the G-Wagon so far. We got everything off. We got the frame being ready to weld it. This will be the first major thing that'll be fully done as of next week. Once we get the frame done, then we can go ahead and start working on the body, but we need this all the way done, measured up and squared, and then we're gonna start putting the parts on as we go along. We gotta take the differential and axles to Bill Rader here in Las Vegas. He owns an amazing shop here that does nothing but crazy off-roaded G-Wagons. So I've never done portal axles before, and one thing I'll tell you about being a mechanic, if you don't know how to do it, either ask somebody or pay somebody to do it. Don't risk it yourself. Even though it kind of looks simple, it looks pretty basic, but at the same point, I've never done that before. Not even when I was in the military using some of the Hummers. So we're gonna go ahead and take those to Bill, and he's gonna go ahead and help us install them, everything else. I'll show you a little clip from that. So I know this G-Wagon build is pretty insane. It's not really relatable like the smart car that we did, but this is gonna be our last big build of probably 2024. The rest of these builds are gonna be much smaller, something that's more relatable, but this is something that I wanted to build for myself, for the channel, just to show you guys that pretty much anybody can do it. I know a lot of people don't have a bunch of crazy tools, but I think it's just something fun and something different. But I got to give a huge shout out to our build sponsor, Luxury Lease Partners, because without them, none of this would have been available. These are an amazing group of guys. If you're looking at buying an exotic car, luxury car, or a classic car, they have amazing leasing options to help you get into your dream car as well. You can either give them a call or shoot them an email. 15 minutes on the phone, they can give you an instant approval, and this way you can start shopping for the car that you really want. And the best thing is they are real car guys. They love all types of cars, they have tons of knowledge, and they also have an amazing dealer network that will help you get your car as well. So definitely hit them up. A huge shout out to Luxury Lease Partners, amazing group of guys. Thank you so much again for helping me build this crazy monstrosity. I'm sure they're watching this video right now looking at this like, what the hell? Like I said, this thing was $80,000 before we started chopping it off. Clean, one owner, you know, clean chassis. And look at this. Like I said, this was a clean one that we got. So just imagine if we buy one of these junked up ones, because I do read your guys' comments. People are like, why didn't you buy a salvaged one or a junk one out of Copart or IAA? Because like I said, this is a 28,000 mile car. Just imagine if I would have bought one with 100,000 miles that was salvaged, that was coming from a swamp in Florida. This thing would look like total ass. So there's no point in actually doing that. It's better to start off with something clean. Now it has a clean title. If I want to sell it to somebody, they want to refinance it, or even for resale value, it's worth much more, starting with a great platform. And as you can see, we're moving along pretty quickly. So this next video, you're going to see why it's going to pay dividends to have a really clean car with nothing that's broken, because when I put it all back together, it's going to go even faster. But anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please put in the comment section below. I have some really great videos coming up here about the current state of the economy, what's going on in the car market. You definitely need to know. It is definitely turning into a buyer's market. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.